Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
What is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Honestly, I reach for my phone.
Same. And then what?
I scroll for about 10 minutes, tell myself it is only going to be 5, and then I rush around trying to get everything done before I am late.
Sound familiar?
Probably to almost everyone listening right now.
And here's the thing. That exact morning, the rushing, the scrolling, the barely getting out the door on time, that morning has a language, a very specific English language, full of phrasal verbs that native speakers use every single day to describe exactly those moments.
And most B2 and C1 learners have never learned them properly.
But today, that changes.
And here's something I want you to hold on to right from the start. One of the 10 phrasal verbs we are covering today is something even advanced English learners use completely wrong. And I mean consistently wrong, every single time.
We will show you exactly which one it is and exactly how to fix it, but you have to stay with us to find out.
So do not go anywhere.
And one more thing before we begin. If you want to sound natural in English, if you are serious about real fluency, not just textbook English, subscribe to English Boost Zone right now. This channel is built entirely for you.
Welcome to English Boost Zone. This is your weekly English listening and learning practice for B2 and C1 level learners. I'm Maya.
And I'm Jake. Today we are spending an entire episode inside one morning, a real morning, from the moment the alarm goes off to the moment you walk out the door.
And inside that morning, we are covering 10 advanced phrasal verbs, the ones native speakers use to describe their daily routines so naturally that they barely even notice they are using them.
Here's what you're going to walk away with today. 10 phrasal verbs connected to morning routines. Everyone explained clearly, everyone used in real context. And by the end of this episode, you'll describe your morning like a native speaker, not like a textbook.
10 phrasal verbs, 1 morning, 3 sections, and that one phrasal verb that even advanced learners get wrong.
Stay with us. Let's begin. Section 1, the first part of the morning. From the moment the alarm goes off to the moment you actually start getting yourself together.
Picture this. Your alarm is screaming, the room is dark, you are half awake. Eyes barely open, and the last thing you want to do is move.
That moment, right there, has its own language.
Phrasal verb number 1, go off.
Now, before I explain this one, quick challenge. Pause for just 1 second. How would you describe your alarm activating in the morning? What verb do you naturally reach for?
Most learners say, my alarm started, or my alarm rang, or my alarm sounded.
And all of those are technically correct, but here's what native speakers actually say every single time. My alarm went off.
Go off. Not go on, not start, not ring. Go off.
The alarm went off at 6:30 this morning and I was not ready for it at all. I set 3 alarms, but somehow none of them went off. The alarm went off in the middle of a really good dream and I was absolutely furious about it.
Go off works for any alarm, any bell, any notification sound that activates at a specific moment. It is one of the most natural and most used phrasal verbs in morning conversation.
And most learners never use it. Use it from today.
In the next section, we're going to fix the most common mistake learners make with wake up and get up. And trust me, almost everyone makes this one.
But first, phrasal verb number 2, snooze through something.
Now this one is different from what most learners expect.
Meaning to sleep through something you were supposed to wake up for, to miss an alarm or an event because you kept sleeping despite the signal to stop.
Here's the thing about snooze through. Most learners either do not know it exists or they confuse it with sleep through. Sleep through is general. Snooze through is specifically about an alarm, a reminder, a signal that was supposed to wake you and you ignored it completely.
I completely snoozed through my first alarm and had to rush to make up the time. She snoozed through her morning meeting reminder and arrived 20 minutes late. I never used to snooze through alarms, but lately I just cannot seem to stop doing it.
Which one do you do? Do you wake up on the first alarm, or do you snooze through 2 or 3 of them before you actually get up?
3. Always 3.
Phrasal verb number 3, roll out of bed.
And here's a small emotional moment we all know. You look at the clock, you realize how late it is, and panic hits. Not dramatic panic, just that quiet sinking feeling of, oh no.
That is the moment you roll out of bed.
Meaning to get out of bed in a slow, tired, slightly reluctant way. Not jumping up energetically, more like gradually moving your body from horizontal to vertical with significant effort and zero enthusiasm.
I rolled out of bed at 7 and immediately put the kettle on. He rolled out of bed looking like he had not slept at all and headed straight for the coffee machine. Some mornings I roll out of bed feeling ready to take on the world. Other mornings I roll out of bed and immediately wish I could roll back in.
Other mornings I roll out of bed and immediately wish I could roll back in. Say that sentence out loud with me right now.
Other mornings I roll out of bed and immediately wish I could roll back in.
Say it, seriously, because the moment that sentence comes out of your mouth naturally in a real conversation, the person you are speaking to will immediately feel like they are speaking to a fluent English speaker.
That's exactly what native speakers say in real life, not textbook English, real life English.
By the way, by the end of this section, you will already have 3 powerful morning phrasal verbs, and we're just getting started.
Section 2. And remember, we promised you the phrasal verb that even advanced learners get wrong. We are getting very close to it now.
But first, this section is where things in the morning either flow smoothly or start to fall apart completely.
Phrasal verb number 4, get yourself together.
Quick test before I explain. Which of these sounds more natural to you? Option 1. I need time to prepare in the morning. Option 2. I need time to get myself together in the morning.
If you chose option 2, you are already thinking like a native speaker.
Meaning to organize yourself, prepare yourself mentally and physically, sort out everything you need before leaving or starting your day. It can mean physically getting ready or mentally composing yourself after something difficult or stressful.
Give me 10 minutes to get myself together and then I will be ready. She took a deep breath, got herself together, and walked into the meeting calmly. I need at least 30 minutes in the morning to get myself together properly. Without that time, I feel off for the entire rest of the day.
This one sounds small, but it changes everything about how natural your morning descriptions sound. Get yourself together instead of prepare or get ready. Remember it.
Phrasal verb number 5, fall behind.
And here's where most learners make a mistake with this one. Many advanced learners use fall behind only for big things, projects, deadlines, study plans. But native speakers use it for tiny everyday moments too, including mornings.
You fell behind on your morning routine because you spent too long looking at your phone. That is fall behind. Small, personal, real.
I fell behind on my morning routine because I spent too long scrolling. She fell behind schedule and had to skip breakfast to make up time. Once you fall behind in the morning, it is really difficult to catch up for the rest of the day.
Picture this. You're running 10 minutes behind. Your coffee's not ready. You cannot find your keys. That tight, frustrated feeling in your chest when everything is just slightly off.
That feeling has a name in English, and its name is falling behind.
Phrasal verb number 6, throw something on.
Now, this is the one. This is the phrasal verb that even advanced learners use wrong, and here's why.
Many advanced learners know throw on, but they use it like this. I threw on my clothes carefully, or I threw on a nice outfit for the occasion.
And here's what is wrong with both of those sentences. Can you hear it? Pause for a second, try to guess before I tell you.
Throw on specifically means getting dressed quickly and without much care or thought. You throw on something because time is short or because you simply do not care in that moment. The word throw contains the whole meaning: quick, careless, fast.
So, if you carefully chose an outfit, that is not throw on. If you dressed for an important occasion, that is not throw on. Throw on is for the rushed mornings, that I don't have time for this mornings.
I was running so late that I just threw on whatever was closest and ran out the door. She threw on a jacket, grabbed her bag, and made it to the bus with 30 seconds to spare. I threw on a shirt and hoped it looked professional enough for the meeting.
Throw on, quick, rushed, slightly chaotic. That's the only situation where it belongs.
And now you know something even advanced learners often get wrong. Remember that.
Coming up in Section 3, we have 2 more phrasal verbs, including one that describes a moment so small and so human that most learners have never had a word for it in English, until today.
Section 3. The final part of the morning. The moment you finally leave home and the moment just before you do.
Reward reminder. You are almost at the full 10, and by the end of this section, you will be able to describe your entire morning in natural native English.
Phrasal verb number 7. Grab something.
Now, most learners know grab as take or pick up, and that is correct. But here's the texture that most learners miss. Grab always suggests speed, urgency, or convenience. There is always a sense of hurry or immediacy attached to it.
I only had time to grab a coffee before leaving. She grabbed her keys, her bag, her phone, and was out the door in under a minute.
I usually try to grab a proper breakfast, but some mornings I just grab whatever I can find and eat it on the way.
Save this sentence out loud with me. I grabbed a coffee and headed out.
I grabbed a coffee and headed out.
8 words, completely natural, instantly fluent. That is exactly what a native speaker says.
Which brings us perfectly to phrasal verb number 8, head out.
Meaning to leave a place, particularly to leave home at the beginning of a journey or a day. It is casual, forward-moving, and suggests a purposeful departure.
I usually try to head out by 8 to avoid the worst of the traffic. She headed out early because she wanted to walk rather than rush. By the time I finally headed out, I was already 15 minutes behind schedule.
Head out instead of leave or go. Try it once in a real conversation this week and notice how naturally it lands.
And now our final phrasal verb of the day. And this one is special.
Phrasal verb number 9. Catch up with yourself.
This one sounds small, but it changes everything.
Meaning to take a moment to process, recover, or recollect yourself after a rushed or overwhelming period. To mentally and physically return to a steady baseline after feeling scattered or behind.
And here's what makes this one so powerful. Most learners have felt this moment 1,000 times, that small pocket of calm in a busy morning, when you finally sit with a coffee and just breathe for a second before the day fully takes over.
But they have never had an English phrase for it, until now.
After that hectic morning, I needed 5 minutes to just catch up with myself before the day really started. She arrived early to the office deliberately, just to catch up with herself before the meetings began. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is stop, breathe, and catch up with yourself.
10 phrasal verbs. Go off, snooze through, roll out of bed, get yourself together, fall behind, throw on, grab, headed out, catch up with yourself.
Now, let's hear all 9 together in one complete morning story. Listen carefully, spot each phrasal verb, and feel how naturally they live inside a real moment.
So this was last Tuesday, and it was one of those mornings. My alarm went off at 6:30. I heard it. I knew I should move, but I snoozed through it twice. And then I woke up properly at 10 past 7, looked at my phone, and you know that moment when you check the time and your heart just drops? That moment. I rolled out of bed with considerably less grace than I would have liked, shuffled to the bathroom, and tried to get myself together in record time. But I had already fallen behind. I could feel it, that tight, frustrated feeling in my chest that comes from knowing you are behind before the day has even started. I threw on the first presentable thing I could find, grabbed a coffee to go, remembered at the last second that I had forgotten my bag, went back, grabbed it, and finally headed out into the cold morning air. And then, just as I reached the end of my street, I stopped, took one long, slow breath, let the morning actually reach me, and for about 30 seconds, I just stood there and caught up with myself. And something shifted. The rushing did not disappear, but the panic did, because sometimes all a morning needs is 30 seconds of stillness.
All 9 phrasal verbs in one real morning, under 90 seconds.
Did you catch them all? Let's check quickly. Went off, snoozed through, rolled out of bed, get myself together, fallen behind, threw on, grabbed, headed out, caught up with myself.
And did you notice something? Not one of those phrases came from a textbook. Every single one of them came from life, real English living inside a real human morning. Here's what I want you to hear right now.
You're at the level where the details start to matter enormously.
Not just the words, the texture, the weight, the exact feeling behind each one.
And phrasal verbs are texture. They're the difference between describing your morning in flat, correct English and describing it in living, breathing, natural English that makes people think, wow, this person actually speaks English.
That's what today gave you.
And here's your challenge for this week. Describe your morning tomorrow using at least 5 phrasal verbs from today. Write it out, say it out loud, voice note it to yourself, make it real, make it honest, make it yours.
Drop your morning story in the comments below. We read every single one, and we genuinely love seeing our listeners bring these phrasal verbs into real personal use.
And tell us, which phrasal verb surprised you the most today? Which one made you think, I had no idea that was wrong, or I've never heard that before?
If today helped you, subscribe to English Boost Zone, like this episode, and share it with one person who's working on their English right now.
And here's something to look forward to. Next episode, we're covering advanced workplace phrasal verbs, the ones that make you sound confident and capable in a professional environment, or if you don't know them, completely lost.
The difference between sounding like a professional and sounding like you're guessing, that's what next episode is about.
You won't want to miss that one.
Until then, when your alarm goes off tomorrow morning, don't just snooze through it.
Roll out of bed, get yourself together, throw on your confidence.
Grab your English, head out into your day.
And take 30 seconds to catch up with yourself, because you've earned it.
I'm Jake.
I'm Maya.
And this is English Boost Zone. See you next time.